Major financial news outlets, past heads of the U.S. Fed and Treasury, and central banks are at this point not so quietly warning about not just an approaching recession, but quite possibly another global financial crisis. From the Bank for International Settlements, based in Switzerland, which is the central bank to central banks, as it were, to Ben Bernanke, Hank Paulson, Tim Geithner, and Alan Greenspan, to the Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, and their imitators, essentially tacit confirmations of regulatory failures to fully recover the economy from the 2008 financial crisis are being politely put forward to an increasingly nervous, war-weary public. Yet no credible preventative solutions are being proffered, only admissions that the next crisis will be much harder to cope with, well, because most of the available policy ammo was used up in fighting the prior crisis a decade ago. Instead, large and small financial institutions and even central banks are putting their capital and efforts into adapting cryptocurrency and blockchain protocols, considering that the latter aren't fads or ephemeral phenomena, but rather future technocratically mandated global platforms for value ledgering and transfer, i.e. an Internet 2.0 in size, scope, and significance, yet this time with regard foremost to money, quote-unquote, instead of simply the velocity and perceived sanctity of information transference. In this 35th episode of Money and Fear, and as always in the program's cited show notes listed under the videos on our website, we'll explore both trends while arguing that they are concurrent with the accelerated rollouts of crypto blockchain covenants meant to provide wider eventual resolutions for inevitable fiscal cataclysms resulting from inestimable debt bubbles bursting and by design. The blockchain as an esoterically prescribed trust and security solution in the ongoing Hegelian dialectics, which have presented persistent problems and reactions in the financial and economic spheres for decades, centuries even. If you're not a Newsbud member yet, please join and tell others. For practically nothing, the site gives you unrivaled information covering current, global, and economic news that you're literally not supposed to know. The time is now to support independent, nonpartisan media, so please consider joining the worldwide Newsbud community today and tell other genuinely curious friends and family out there as well.